morning to you. We have a special guest with us this morning. You may recognize a little testosterone at the table. This is Garth Blackburn, and he is a chef with Sub-Zero Wolf, representing Sub-Zero Wolf. And the reason we have him here today is to talk about our beautiful kitchen that we're not going to show you yet. We might tease you and show you little bits and pieces of it, but it is gorgeous. And you all came and put this wonderful kitchen in for us.
We did. We're really,
there's a little teaser.
We're really excited to be cooking it next week. I can tell you that I've very seldom shown up to an event in a chef coat without food, so I'm a little bit embarrassed this morning. But
that's the first thing I said.
I know.
What are you cooking today?
This will never happen again.
I think you look either like a chef or a guy from the psychiatric hospital.
Because the arms are tied across. I think back at our culinary showroom, they like to do that on occasion to me.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're excited that you're here, and we're excited to be able to show you all our kitchen. Tuesday is going to be the big day that we unveil everything, right? And you're going to
that's when I'll feed you.
Absolutely. Showing up just in time for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
You know?
Do you know what you're going to make for us?
And we've got two resident really good cooks.
I've heard that.
Eat healthy, and this is my home style
home Texas
good
cooking.
I mean, I'm a home girl.
That's
I can dig both of them.
This
Texas born and raised, so I can appreciate that. Absolutely.
I love you.
But Susie's a big cook too. So
But
let's give her kudos.
he said his specialty is an adult milkshake. That's what I want to taste.
Adult milkshake.
You guys eat, I drink. It's all good.
I'm a little disappointed to be coming on today because I saw yesterday was the wine tasting.
Yeah.
We always drink wine around
so
here.
I'm excited to be coming back on a regular
5
basis.
o'clock somewhere.
So today's a big day. A lot of people are going to be watching. Janet Yellen is being confirmed today for head of the Federal Reserve. And what I thought was interesting about it is they're going to be watching for specific things. The media especially will be watching to see how she does with sort of like unplanned, unrehearsed, answering questions that she hasn't rehearsed, and just her general demeanor. And they say that that's going to tell a lot about how she is as the head of the Federal Reserve, because as we know, the head of the Federal Reserve has so much power over, everything. I mean, the markets react to, when they sneeze. So it's going to be interesting.
And one word misunderstood or whatever can cause the market to go down, or I mean, it is.
And they were saying that Alan Greenspan was very cryptic in the things that he would say, and then Ben Bernanke was very educational. Like, he just wanted people to sort of understand the whole economic process because he was a professor, and they think that she's going to be a little bit more like he was, very breaking things down into layman's terms so that we all understand things. But
and she's been with the Federal Reserve for a long time.
Since 2010, she's been the vice chair.
What did she do before that? Do you have any idea?
I don't know. That's a very good question. She was. It didn't say in this article what her background is, but I think she was an educator as well. But it'll be interesting to see how she handles herself. And
so you're saying, as a woman, she might be a little bit more emotional or have things.
I hope not.
Wow, this is time for me to be quiet right now.
I'm just sitting here imagining, so as a woman, we have our hormonal days. If she comes on and says something while she's PMSing, the whole world could go topsy-turvy.
Exactly.
We might all be in a tizzy over this.
You're right.
This woman could dictate everything based on her emotions.
You just set women back 10 years. Let's see if she's PMSed. We'll see if the markets go down.
She's past that,
It is interesting, though. It actually is really interesting that you bring that up, because I know that we've had that conversation before as we talk about, a female president and, females in high positions, decision-making positions. And, are they more thoughtful? Are they more considerate, more emotional in that way? And I don't know. What do you think?
The pressure's on, too. I mean, you really have to wonder, when she's the first female chair, how that could be possibly different in terms of how people view what she's saying. So now there's another dynamic as well. I've got twin 6-year-old girls, and I really realize what's changing in the world today for women as they're growing up. But I really have to wonder what the dynamic's going to be with her being the first female chair.
Wow. Yeah. Did that change your perception when you had your twin daughters? Did your perception about women in general change?
I've always had a great outlook on women in general, so I think, it has somewhat.
Is Mrs. Blackburn watching this morning?
I would imagine so. So I'm going to play it safe and no comments on any of the PMS discussion you guys were going over earlier.
We'll take it easy on you. Interesting, though, so our producer, Stuart, was telling us that you were on the U.S. cycling team?
I was, and that's kind of how I got into the food side, was that I had the opportunity to go to about 35 different countries as a professional cyclist, and really got to eat a lot of food, not just from different places, races, but on average it'd be 5,000 to 10,000 calories a day, which I later started to realize you can't maintain after you stop riding for 5 or 7 or 8 hours a day. So it gave me a chance to get a lot of different food exposure, and so it kind of gave me a little background on where to start from. Because once I got off the U.S. national team, I realized I couldn't sit at a desk all day, and I just liked food and I liked eating. So it was a good, easy transition over.
I got to ask you a question, because how tall are you?
I'm about 6'4".
6'4". Isn't that pretty tall to be a cyclist? I mean, do you have to have a special bicycle? I mean, this may be a stupid question,
Right.
but I mean, I just always think of cyclists as smaller men, you know, rather than...
Those are jockeys.
No, you know what I'm talking about. I just don't recall
Smaller in
seeing...
stature.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite as wide then, but my height was the same. No, I was actually a sprinter, so I would do short distance races, typically on a velodrome, a banked cycling oval. So like the Lance Armstrong, the endurance stuff, I realized early wasn't my forte.
Did you ride with him?
A little bit.
Part
Some of the time at the Olympic Training Center when I was there, they were there for endurance camps. So
Wow.
Well, you're
some
going to
degree.
stick around with us this morning, and so there's much more time to talk about you and talk about our beautiful new kitchen that we're going to keep showing you little bits and pieces of, and lots more to come this morning. Author Lori Goyen believes that we all have a story in us, and we'll hear how her journey into motherhood and family could be just what you need to inspire you to share your story. So stay with us for that.